Today, we're going to be testing these two portable infrared sauna systems for EMF and formaldehyde and find out if they're off-gassing any of those chemicals. We know frequent sauna use is extremely beneficial, and many of these inexpensive saunas can actually be causing more harm than good. And we're going to find out how these two stack up. Stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, my name is Gary B, and my mission is to find the best products, the best supplements, the best practices to help us live as healthy as we can for as long as possible. I've wasted way too much money and way too much time, and I want to help others stop spending money on useless products that may do more harm than good. We partner with doctors, nutritionists, and researchers to build one wellness platform called the Swell Score. We want to find the most efficacious practices from the best companies, and then we want to offer them at the best prices. Every product that we have has been tested for purity, quality, and transparency. We've built kind of like a wellness buyer's club so all of us can save and thrive as we age. Okay, let's get to the test here. Sauna use has been around for centuries, but only recently has it come into popularity for its immense health benefits, and for good reason. There have been numerous studies out of Finland and elsewhere showing that regular sauna use can actually have an impact on our cardiovascular health, collagen synthesis, and boosting growth hormone. But mostly, it's a great way for your body to recover post-workout, or if you can't work out. There's also a lot of evidence showing that regular sauna use is actually a mimetic for exercise. Yeah, that means just 20 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week can actually lower your risk by 24% of all-cause mortality. 4 to 7 times a week can actually see a whopping 40% reduction in all-cause mortality. That's without exercise. If you combine sauna use with any kind of exercise, from weight resistance to just even walking, you can really see a cumulative benefit, especially with regard to cardiovascular health. But saunas are super expensive, and they can be thousands and tens of thousands of dollars. I've seen a ton of ads on social media promoting this sauna blanket, and I decided I wanted to test it out and see how safe it actually is. It's actually a much more affordable blanket. It sells for around $600, and I wanted to see, well, let's see how much EMF it has, and let's see if it's emitting any other chemicals. I also wanted to revisit testing this portable infrared sauna from Therasage. This unit retails for around $1,100, so it's almost twice as much money. But it's actually considerably less than a box sauna. I actually use this sauna in addition to my infrared box sauna because it's much more convenient for me to have my hands and head free to do work and watch maybe a show while I'm getting my sweat on. But I've also learned that these portable saunas can have high amounts of EMFs, and that can actually be a bad thing. Most of the studies on sauna use are done with Finnish style rock saunas, and they use an interior heating box as opposed to these infrared devices which emit far infrared waves of energy which generate heat. These go deeper under your skin than just heating up the surrounding room, and they can be much more helpful for injury repair and circulation. However, when we're in these electric saunas, we want to make sure that we're not being exposed to high amounts of radiation. High EMF exposure and EMF radiation can lead to sleep disruption, headaches, depression, fatigue, lack of concentration, memory loss. It goes on and on. Okay, this Therasage sauna has been advertised as low EMF. But I wanted to put it to the test to find out for myself to see how much exposure I'm getting when I'm sitting in there for 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes at a time. By the way, there are a lot of similar looking saunas on Amazon, and I would definitely steer clear of those low cost ones if they've been shown to be a waste of money. And if you Google it, you'll see there's already a number of other people who have tested those cheaper saunas. So let's see how much EMF and how much formaldehyde is being emitted by both of these saunas. And let's see if they pass the Swell Score test. Okay, we're going to test and see if I can handle both the meter here, which is a tri-field meter, and I have another meter to test how much EMF is coming off of this blanket when I turn it on. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the controller, power, turn it all the way up to high. So it's just turning on now. And just for the record, so you want it under 2 or under 3. I'm trying to do this without holding the meter because your body will conduct electricity and also skew the numbers, but look at how high this number goes up at the foot of the blanket where the plug hits the bottom of the blanket. So where your feet are, this is actually really bad. It's actually at a 30. Not good. Try it again. Look at that. This is at the foot of the blanket. So this is what it looks like open. It actually has like a kind of a vinyl material on the inside, which frankly, I wouldn't really want to be sitting in my own sweat, which is what's happening here. You're actually emitting whatever sweat, toxins are coming out of your body, and you're sitting in it in this blanket. So and you're sitting right on top of it. Okay, we're gonna try it with this other meter and see what kind of readings we get over here. Same area, it's actually at the limit. Let's see what happens when we go near the controller. Pretty high. And I don't mean higher dose. Let's get high naturally, just not with EMFs. Okay, let's test the Therasage. We're going to see how this unit tests for EMFs with the tri-field. See if I can hold the meter. I'm just in the middle where your basic body would be, and it's saying 3.5. If I go down to the foot pad, it actually goes down, which is surprising, to 2.6. Let's try the side panels. I'm actually touching the side panel and it's 3.4. This one is 3.6, a 3.8. This one is 3.7. That's not bad. Let's check the controller. That's a 2.5. And now we're going to walk around to the back of the unit where the power supply is, because this is actually on the back of the unit. So it is a little higher here. It's about a 4.7, 4.6. But let's see, because they tell me they put shielding in the back. So the same spot in the back, which is right here. Let's see what we get. 4.3, so it's a little higher back there. It's a lot less than the higher dose sauna. We're gonna try this with the Cornet meter. 0.7, it's a little bit more shielded on the inside. This is where we're at in the middle of the sauna. It's a 0.3. This meter's not picking up nearly the same amount of EMFs. All healthy levels. Okay, now we're going to test to see if this blanket is emitting any kinds of gases like formaldehyde. And we've discovered that they're using flame retardant in this material. We don't really like flame retardant, but we're going to see if our sensors can pick that up. I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put one here. We're going to need to give it 30 minutes to check and see what happens. It's been 30 minutes. We're going to test the sensors that were on the higher dose sauna blanket to see if it's off-gassing any chemicals like formaldehyde. 39 parts per billion off-gassing. I'm going to try the other sensor right now. So the other sensor is clean, which means the one that was at the head of the blanket was clean, and the one that was at the base of the blanket actually has 40 parts per billion of formaldehyde off-gassing. Now this is a new blanket. I haven't used it, so I don't know how long it's been off-gassing. Let's see if the Therasage comes back with any results. And 0 parts per billion. Okay, so what's the bottom line? Okay, we've tested both of these. This one came back a little bit higher EMFs than this one, although I have to say I do not want to recommend you using a sauna blanket. I think they're very dangerous. Numerous reports of people getting burned by using them. I also don't think they're healthy. We know that the manufacturer is using fire retardant in the materials inside the blanket. I don't want any fire retardant materials near my body, and I don't want to be sitting in my own sweat when I'm in a sauna. So for my money, I'd recommend the Therasage. By the way, if you can't afford a sauna, recommend going to your local gym. You can also do a hot bath, which also acts as a hormetic kind of heat for your body. If you've ever done a sauna, you know that it's very addicting, and I love it. It's a fantastic, addition to my workout regimen. I love the way I feel when I get out of the sauna. I actually go back and forth between hot and cold. I have a makeshift cold therapy tub that I built, and I'll tell you about that on another video. But for today's review video, we definitely recommend the Therasage, and we do not recommend the Higher Dose sauna blankets. If you like this video and you want to support the channel, please give us a like and subscribe, and you'll be alerted when we do more testing like this. Until then, happy and healthy.